succulents friends, welcome to my channel, The Way to Succulents, The Way to Happiness. Today I would like to share one really beautiful bonsai type of succulents. It's commonly called desert rose and the Latin name is Adenium or basal. It's from Africa and the Arabian areas, so it's a tropical plant. It's not hardy. So if you live in a cooler area, you need to bring it indoor before frost comes. And this plant, I bought it, I think last year during my road trip, and it cost me 19 bucks. It's not bad about that size. People say it's a slow grower, but for me, it's not that slow. Each year it can grow around 12 inches, which is 30 centimeters long. So that's quite quick. And the mature plant can grow around 9 feet tall, which is like 2 meters tall. And the caudex is the highlight of this plant. So one of the highlights of this plant. The branches can grow around 5 feet across, which is around 1.5 meters across. This can live really long. It's a long-lived plant, like a century, something like that. And like I said, I bought it from other nursery, and it's time to repot it. The reason is like normally I would massage the plant and lose the soil to get the roots out of the plant. But this guy, I can do nothing. It's rock hard. So I say, oh, okay, that definitely, the plant definitely restricted the plant from growing. And the growing season for it is actually spring to summertime. And in the autumn to winter, it go to dormant. And you may say, in that situation, wait, how do you get it out? I will use something like maybe a chopsticks. If you don't have chopsticks, like I'm a Chinese, and you can use maybe a screwdriver, something pointy, it would work. Lose the soil. Even the nip tag from the planter, it took me some effort to take it out. That means it's really like saying, oh my god, my arms are tight, my feet are tight, I cannot grow. This plant can be propagated from cutting, and the sap from the cutting is toxic, not only to animals but also to human beings. So wear gloves if you want to do propagation from cutting. The cutting advantage is it can promise is the same with the mother plant. So another way for propagation is from the seeds. They come up with beautiful different color, like from white to yellow to pink to reddish or even slightly red black color. Another way, like from the flower, from the seeds, after it's pollinated, you can also plant the seeds. But the disadvantage about the seeds is not identical with the mother plant. Maybe, it's a surprise. Maybe I shouldn't call it a disadvantage. And the best time to propagate from cutting is in the spring to during the growing season. And it's also the season we do need to water them. Like a majority of the succulents, they don't like to be overwatered or even underwater. Give them really good drainage soil, and a thorough water is necessary. During the growing season, if you grow indoor, maybe water them twice a month. But if you grow outdoor, I don't normally water them at all in the whole summer because the rain will help me, and I'm not worried about it will get overwatered. Even where I live in the summertime, we can have a lot of rainfall because the soil drainage is important. Like I mentioned before, for the mature plant, you give it a really like gritty soil. It will totally work. So that's my trick of growing them outside without watering them, let the rain help me. And during the winter time, late autumn and winter, when it goes dormant. In that situation, just water them sparingly. The root must be really strong underneath too, otherwise I've already empty, you see, the section around the caudex, and now is the root portion. I will try to massage. Yeah, I feel like it's getting softer. There must be somewhere. Okay, look, it goes out. Whew. Now let's have a closer look. Look at the roots. It's quite strong. You see, the whole plant doesn't have much soil at all. It's just a little bit for the roots to grow. Like I said, it's a great bonsai plant. So planted in a shallow planter and leave the caudex exposed, show its beauty. It has two beauties. One is the caudex and the other is the flower. In the autumn and the winter time, you may find like yellow leaves, and then you say, oh my god, what happened? During the dormant season, like this type of plant, they do shed their leaves, so you don't need to worry. You see, this one has no leaf left at all. Where I live in Wisconsin is super cold. Right now, today, the temperature is 47 degrees Fahrenheit, the lowest, and the highest is only 62. So that's not ideal for it. The lowest temperature it would take to grow is 50. You see, this portion it grow with roots because underneath this section stuck at the planter and the water wouldn't go in, so it's thirsty for water, so that's why the roots grow on the caudex too. It's kind of like the airy roots. And then now you see this guy look like this. What I will do, like always, I love to use this light shade as a planter, and I will just use it to plant this rose desert. I put around, that much soil, which is not much, which is around like 1/3 of the whole planter. But underneath, actually, I did put some lava rocks to serve as a good drainage. And then now I will just plant this on top. And then, like it was before, I wouldn't bury the caudex. I want to expose the beauty. So what I will do now is just bury partial of the roots. This guy loves sunlight. It loves direct sunlight. Like some of the succulents, they don't like direct sunlight, but this guy, it's different. So if you grow it indoor, you have to make sure it's sitting on the south-facing windowsill to get enough sunlight. Then it will be happily to give you the beautiful flowers. Obviously, what I did before is like a bit deep. The soil I put in the planter, so I pour the soil out and leave like a quarter of the planter buried with soil, and then refill with soil. You see, there is a packing peanut. You may say, wait, what are you doing? Yeah, one of the things I use a lot in my repotting, in my growing succulents, because I use them to serve a really good drainage system. Now this guy is repotted, and then I give it more space than it was before. Hopefully this year it will grow a little bit bigger. And thank you for watching my video. Hope what I share is helpful to you, and if you like, please give us a thumb up. If you still haven't subscribed the channel, please do it, because I will share loads of videos about how to take care of different type of succulents. And bye for now.